Hi guys, this is for my project Geology 1401 for Professor Andrew, and what it is a 3D model of a hurricane formation. And basically I just want you guys to visualize that this is kind of a map. That's the Atlantic Ocean, Cuba, Gulf of Mexico, and Florida. It's made out of polyester fiber for the hurricane. We have wooden sticks and paper surrounding it to make it kind of squirrely. I don't know if that's could really get on the video. And we have the life game pieces. We have felt for the sea and the land. And we have Chanel fibers. Kind of wrap it around however you want it. But what is a hurricane? A hurricane is a rotating oceanic weather system that possesses maximum sustaining winds exceeding 74 miles per hour. But before we even get to that stage, how does a hurricane come to existence? Well, first of all, there are many steps, like I said, but the first step is the sun has to warm the water. Let's just say the Atlantic Ocean. So the sun has to beam down on the Atlantic Ocean and warm up the water to over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And it catches the moisture, causing it to rise up in the sky where the cooler air hits, and then it condenses. And then it kind of creates a tropical storm just beaming down, and it keeps raining, and the process keeps going on and on and on until it becomes stronger. And then when wind gets up to 39 miles per hour, that's when a tropical storm is made. So, also after that, we need convergent winds to start picking it up. And what convergent wind is, think of a wheel that's rotating clockwise, and it's just kind of keep going and going to build up the hurricane slowly but surely. And then it keeps repeating itself until a hurricane is born. And that is the result of it. So, there are 5 categories of a hurricane. Category 1 is from 74 to 95 miles per hour, which causes minimal damage. And category 2 is made from 96 to 110 miles per hour. A category 3 is 111 to 130 miles per hour. Category 4 is 131 to 150 miles per hour. And finally, category 5 is 155 miles plus. And that is the hardest hitting hurricane that's ever gonna hit the land, causing maximum damage and causing a lot of death and money to everybody. So, needless to say, the higher the wind, the faster it rotates, and the faster the hurricane, which causes more damage. It's hard to say the exact size of the hurricane, but it's going to be around 300 miles wide. So, the central area of the hurricane is the eye, which is this. And if we just kind of remove this little thing, that is the eye. And that is the calmest, lowest pressure area of the whole hurricane structure. And surrounding the eye is the eye wall. And that's where the it's a cylindrical form where the highest wind is sucked up to the eye and kind of spirals up around the eye, causing and keep pushing it out. So it kind of sucks in air when it condenses, and it kind of go round circular in a cylinder form, and then it keeps going around the eye and eventually gets pushed out, and the process keeps on getting repeated. And due to the trade winds from the ocean, that's when the hurricane starts moving. And the higher wind it is, the further it's going to go. Also, because of the Earth's Coriolis effect, because of the Earth's Coriolis effect, the hurricane will always spin counterclockwise. Yeah, always counterclockwise. And it will create, and it'll keep on going until it hits landfall. But before it hit landfall, there's something called a storm surge, which is the ocean water keeps getting pushed up, and eventually it will hit. When it hits landfall, it will causing damages like flood and all that destruction, and brings a lot of rain too. So once it hits landfall, the impact will get stronger, obviously, causing people to die, damage to properties, and causing the country millions of dollars in the long run. And I've been in a hurricane, and to say the least, it's not fun. But once it hits land or cold water, the hurricane's power will slowly decrease due to no condensation is being produced or anything like that. So therefore it will start slowing down, and the size will get smaller and smaller. So this was my project, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, so to actually understand the hurricane better, after it condenses and forms tropical storms and whatnot, and due to the convergent winds actually creating a hurricane, what we have here is 2 bottles and a little bit of soap filled with water, and it's gonna kind of recreate how a storm moves. So if we flip it upside down and we rotate it counterclockwise just as a hurricane, the effect that we get, like we see here, that's how a hurricane looks if we were to look at an actual hurricane. And that is recreating kind of how a hurricane looks like. And see, it's spinning counterclockwise like I stated earlier. And that's my project.